Let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Flacco's Ravens. With that, let's get you up to M&T Bank Stadium. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. That's fielded in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this Ravens defense, historically strong, and they put up a good performance in Week 12. And how about Zach Orr? 99 tackles on the season after 11 more in Week 12.
Great bloodlines. His father, Terry, played in the NFL as a tight end. And you mentioned it, 11 tackles in this last game. How about the rest of the defense, though? Eric Weddle still controls center field. Love the way he plays. Had 7 tackles. And Terrell Suggs, he's back from the torn Achilles of 2015. 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a big win against Cincinnati.
8 total sacks on the season now for Suggs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Newton throwing again. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
When it comes to Elvis Dumervil, just throw your tape measure right out. He fits none of the qualities that you're looking for in terms of height, weight, speed. But he gets to the quarterback and puts him on his back.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Throwing again is Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And before the snap here, we've got a timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get together and talk this one over. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Cam looking to throw. That's caught, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. On second down, Flacco to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. They do snap it. Flacco now. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, here's Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's Newton now on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And that will extend the lead to 11-0. So a little bit of an exhale after that one for the head coach. That looked like a miss-hit maybe of some sort, but he managed to get it over the ball.
I almost wonder if someone got a finger on it because it was a pretty atypical kick from a guy of his caliber.
As Baltimore comes back out, you mentioned earlier the importance of them being around 100 yards rushing to have a lot of success. And when week 12, West and Dixon, they were mirror images of each other. 13 carries, both right around 50 yards.
And don't forget, quarterback Joe Flacco and his knee brace ran for 19 yards. So they were comfortable comfortably over 100 yards before they gave it back at the end of the game. Punter Sam Cook took a 23-yard safety. Smart football for Baltimore at that time, but it hurt their rushing total. But when they run the ball well, when they're effective, that gives them a chance to win every game.
They'll run again here with West. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Allen here on the screen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
All right, partner, we got Black Friday, Cyber Monday in the rearview mirror. Now it's football focus time, and it's getting towards the playoffs. If we look at the NFC playoff picture right now, legitimately, who can challenge the Cowboys?
Well, I think first and foremost, you're going to say Seattle because of the way they play defense. If they get everyone back healthy, look out. That would be a heck of a battle. But I'm going to give you one that may surprise you, and I think it's the New York Giants. And the reason being, that's their MO.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
This is West, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Terrence West, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to 4. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Flacco here on second down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Flacco to throw here on third down. And it's brought in by Pitta. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, Flacco now. Setting up the screen for West. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it?
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Newton now on second down. Being chased out left. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's third and short. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
To throw on second down is Newton. Buying time to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Newton on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing is Newton, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw is Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Newton on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He'll try and keep this away from Hester as this is going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there.
Hey! Blue 45! Force!
Safety cream.
Force!
99. Check 99.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Carolina getting set to take the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Ravens are going to have a first down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Ready!
Mike, check. 59.
On the toss, there goes West. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Ready! Force!
Flacco here on second down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He was looking for Buck Allen as running back that time. And it's fourth down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Newton being chased out left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Newton. And this would complete right side to Funchess. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in a tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Elvis Domerville from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. 3rd and long. It's pressure coming, and they got him once again. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Buying time to his left. And caught left side, Olsen. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Shift together here from the D-line. Time running out here on the play clock. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. Able to get in and run him down for what'll be a loss of 15 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Allen here on the screen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reached and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Guy able to get him for a loss of about 3. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Forced out to his left. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Elvis Dumerville in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and it's 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kamale Correa in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Setting up the screen for West. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Baltimore 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Here's Flacco. Now they go screen. It's complete. And, oh, he leaped over him. Had a little bit of daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Flacco here on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
Back to throw. Underneath to Allen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball. And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Another pistol look here. Newton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And quickly, they get to the line. On the ground, it's West again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. Now Hester will get a shot. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And they're going to speed things up here.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Here's Flacco. Allen here on the screen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. On first down, Flacco setting up the screen for West. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Flacco now on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To the air again, Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Guy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get